So Vortex here, and welcome to my review of the Kiwi Ears Orchestra Lite. Now this is roughly half the price of the original orchestra model from I think last year or even the year before that. This is priced I think around the $250 mark, so it is indeed much cheaper, and it is an all-BA unit. Obviously mine is the green one, as you can see. I've seen an image of a blue one. It looks very nice. And yet, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Linsole for sending me this unit to try it, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, let's see what it's like. So it's all BA unit. We all seen a bit what it looks like. So information on the side, universal, so there may be custom models, which is kind of cool. Some specs, so 8BA, 16 ohm impedance, sensitivity 112, so that looks fairly straightforward. 2 for highs, 4 for mids, and 2 for lows. Medical grade resin, 2 pin 0.78 and 3.5. So yeah, let's see what these bad boys are like. So I've opened up a little bit to save a bit of time. Orchestra Lite, Kiwi Ears. Let's have a look at this one. Now, these are probably one of the best I've seen. Look how clear the resin is. The big boys there, obviously the bass balance armatures. You can see the crossover board there very clearly. Yeah, really nice. You can see the dampeners near the nozzle. And 3 bores. So yeah, they are really nice. Probably one of the best, like, cleanest looking all BAs, you know, with the resin. Obviously I've tried some from GS Audio before, and like leisurely audio, but I don't think they're as good as those, to be honest. Bit of paperwork, please read it carefully. I'll read that later on. And just the case, so that's it. So very straightforward. Again, the Kiwi Ears, so loads of tips, and the cable. So obviously I'll unravel it in a bit. So it's 3.5 metal, obviously 2 pin, no branding on there. So what do we get for tips? Seen them before, they're kind of common. Some soft back silicone, and obviously just white. So that's it. So I haven't tried these yet. Looking forward to these, because obviously the Cadenza model was much cheaper, but yeah, good upcoming company, and yeah, I'll graph them, use them, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the future. Yeah, so welcome to my review section of the Kiwi Ears Orchestra Lite. And shame I don't have the original orchestra model to compare to, but it is what it is. So cable, so not too bad at all. I had no issues at all. Straight, obviously. You can see there's the guard there. This woven cable, very soft, flexible. I have no issues with it at all. There's a chin slider here, which is probably stiff enough. And onto the connectors. Obviously red for the right one. I always like when they do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's okay. So comfort and fit. So as you can see, the comfort on these actually was actually quite good. They are quite big though, mind you. To bear in mind, that's not too big like the fin there, but they are on the larger side, so bear that in mind. I had no issue with these. Some people may, but you know, your mileage may vary, but from what I tried, they actually sound fine. So build quality is very good. So you can see a lot of work's gone into these. You can see the dampeners in the bores, 8 balanced armatures beside. Now I don't know what brands are, you probably have to look in the description, but I know they do use Knowles are in there, so, and you can see the crossover board. But yeah, very good. Up there with the best I've seen. So yeah. So power and sensitivity, I had no issue at all powering these. Bear in mind with all armature units, you probably want something cleaner to power these. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the timbre of these is, it has that BA timbre, but it depends on what your library is. To be brutally honest, I've thrown a good 4 hours at these, 5 hours listening on these, and it sounds pretty good really. Now some people are, you know, more picky than others, but to be brutally honest, I was fine with it. You know, some people don't even know what you mean when you say what balanced armature timbre sounds like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So Soundstage on this was okay. You probably want a bit more air, but for what it is, it's okay. And to be honest, the same goes for imaging. The imaging on these is actually okay. So nothing that. So kind of instrument separation and stuff like that was actually pretty good. Even if you throw kind of complex music like orchestral pieces where there's a lot going on, it does a really good job of shrugging that off, which is kind of cool. So here's the other unit. And yeah, so far, so good. They're not perfect, but I'll get to that in a bit. So only one negative so far is the BA timbre. And isolation. Isolation on these are very, very good. As you can see, they are I think they seem to be a sealed unit. No, I didn't have any issues with the kind of vacuum effect, but I can't really see one. And yeah, so I guess sound. I'll overlay the graph now so you can have a look. Now, bass is again probably the only other negative that they have. So it does use, I think, Knowles woofers for low end, and it does have a softer bass presence. So the initial hit is they are softer. Now I think a dynamic driver would have been better for this situation, but it all depends on your library. And I typically listen to electronic music, and it does sound a little bit soft for what I listen to. But I did try it with a few other things, and it sounds great. So I'll try it with some just general pop music. Orchestral music sounds great. I tried it with some hip hop, and it sounds it's a bit soft. Yeah, and that's probably it really. If you listen to other genres, you might be perfectly fine. Now I've tried this with a movie, and it seemed quite fine, to be honest. And yes, so mid range is again pretty good, to be honest. Only real negative is male vocals can sound thin. Female vocals are actually great, so bear that in mind. You can see the gain is very gradual, really clear, really. I think they're really quite good, really. So yeah, just apart from the thinnish male vocals, it's not too bad at all. And all the instruments that are in that range they all sound clear. And now on to the treble. Now I've already mentioned that you could have done with a bit more extension, a bit more air, shall we say. But apart from that, it's fine. The 8K peak is fake. Now, I like that the gain, the treble, is not, it doesn't have a ton of it. It's really, really well balanced in the treble. So I'm quite glad it doesn't have more. I'm quite glad it doesn't have less. Everything is there. Everything is clear. Again, because of some instruments, which obviously it can sound thin because of the bass. So just bear that in mind as well from the treble. And apart from that, it sounds pretty good. I like what they've done. Again, it's a shame I couldn't compare it with the big boy original model, which is at least, I think, twice the price of this. And yeah, not much to say really. It just does it really well. Again, nitpicking, you may want a bit more bit more extension, but apart from that, I like what they've done. Everything sounds clear. It's crisp. It sounds exactly like you want. And yeah, I think the tuning on this pair is actually really good. Actually quite good channel matching as well in the treble, considering it's an 8 driver per side set. So yeah, I'll probably end it there. So conclusion, do I recommend these? Yes. I think they're priced $250, and they've done a really nice job for $250. Now if there was 300, it still probably would be a good buy, or even 350, but for 250, they've done a nice work. They also do it in blue, which looks really, really good. Again, this depends on what your libraries. Like me, I prefer a little more bass. These are lacking in that kind of department. Same for the sub bass. But apart from that, they are, to be honest, a great set. And because they are sealed, I think this might be good for some folks who are using for stage. And yeah, that's pretty much easy. Even though they don't ultimately suit what I do, they are still a really, really good set. Amazing build quality and pretty good matching. Apart from mine and the bass, but I didn't really notice the difference is like 2 dB, and I didn't really notice that. But yeah, really good set. For the price range, I think they've done a good job. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you want anything particular, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.